Welcome to Home Care for Garden by Yogesh Sharma. Let's do gardening, it's fun. So, hello everyone out there, my dear friends. Hope everybody is doing really fine. So, in this today's video, I will be talking about this bush which is kept in front of you. You can see how lush green feathery foliage it has. It looks so beautiful and it is must have for your summer garden. Yes, you heard right. So, kochia is a must have for everybody's summer garden. This beautiful burning bush can be easily grown from seeds, and the feathery bush is pale green in color in summer but then transforms to an intense red color when winter are ready to arrive. Kochia trichophylla burning bush. It is asymmetrical and oval in form and makes an outstanding foliage plant. The kochia bush is truly one of a kind and brings a great addition to the flower garden or to the rooftop garden or to any lawn you have at your home. The kochia bush is beautiful addition to any garden or ground, and it adds beauty to that place wherever you keep it. The kochia bush is truly one of a kind and brings a great addition to your garden. It reaches 28 inches in height and looks great when grown as a hedge along the border of your lawn or a garden. There are so many names it is known by. Common names are burning bush, fireball, Mexican fireweed, green molly, rusty molly, summer cypress, and as I have been saying, kochia. Generally, people say it kochia also. The color is usually light green and it has hairy foliage which looks very beautiful. The time for keeping kochia or growing kochia is summer. It doesn't do well during your winters. So if you want to have this beautiful plant or bush, you can grow it during summer and for in the early time followed by the beginning of the summer you can sow the seeds and then you can have the beautiful bush throughout the summer. Planting and care. For areas with a long growing season, kochia burning bush seeds can be started directly outdoors in a prepared seed bed. For earlier kochia plants, start the burning bush seeds indoors, and when there is no danger of frost, you can transplant them outdoors and plant the kochia burning bush in full sun. The bush loves full sun, but for the areas which have very hot climates, you can keep them in a partial sun as well. They do well in full to partial sunlight. The temperature required is 60° to 65° Fahrenheit. Average germination time for seeds is 10 to 14 days. And light required, yes, partial to full sun. Planting space. When you are growing them in the garden or in ground, you can plant to 24 to 36 inches apart. You should always maintain moisture in the seed bed until the seeds start to germinate. Now talking about the soil. The kochia can grow in any kind of soil. It can tolerate poorest soils as well, but the soil which is alkaline in nature is best suited for growing kochias. The pH of soil should be 6.0, and if you do not have that kind of soil which has 6.0 pH, the kochia can grow in any kind of soil also. So do not worry about the type of soil you are growing in, but do keep it well drained. You can add sand to the soil to keep it well draining. See, I have kochia everywhere growing in my terrace garden. I am showing you different pots I have grown the kochia in, and at the different spots of my rooftop garden. So do enjoy that also. So water, yes, this bush needs to be watered well. You can keep the soil moist, and in between you can have the dry outs also. So you should mulch the pot with some leaves to help keep the soil moisture retained for long time, and then you will not have this bushy uh, look going away from your garden. If you do not keep the moisture maintained in the soil, the plants may not do well also. Some other tips are, as kochia is not a legume crop or a legume bush, nitrogen needs to be applied in proportion to the amount removed. So you have to keep a balance of nitrogen in the soil so as to get the good result from the plant. So if you are applying NPK, you need to make sure that nitrogen content should be more relatively to phosphorus and potassium. As you know, this beautiful bush is having foliage beauty only, it doesn't produce any flower. So make sure that you provide it with the good N which means nitrogen related fertilizer more. And if you are applying NPK, there should be more concentrated, or there should be more percentage of nitrogen as compared to phosphorus and potassium in your fertilizer. Or you can use any kind of compost like cow dung, manure. You can use vermi compost also, or leaf compost for the better growth of the plants. So you can see I have grown them in flat panels like pots I have on my rooftop, and you can see I have grown them in very nice way, one after the other. Let me show you. See, you can see how beautiful they are looking. And I just purchased a 20 rupees packet for sowing these beautiful bush, and I started them in a small seedling, and for that you can watch my videos also. I have uploaded a video how to start kochia from seeds as well, and you can go check it out and you can learn from there how to start these small beautiful bushes from the seeds. For the better size of the kochia, you need to take minimum 12 inches pot or more bigger pot than that. Avoid having small pots because kochia needs a pot at least 12 inches pot for their roots to be grown well and developed. And the bigger the pot you take, the bigger the bush becomes. If you sow the seeds in ground, or if you transplant the plants in or bush in the ground, you will see a very big bush as compared to if you sow them or transplant them in the small pots. So it is advisable from my side, if you are going to sow the seeds, if you are going to purchase the saplings or plants, do transplant them into more than 12 inches pot, and you will see that your plants will become more bushier and will have a more beautiful shape, and it will naturally attain the shape. This is the property of kochia, that they are self-shaped, naturally shaped. You do not need to trim it up. If in case you want, you can, otherwise believe me, they have a natural shape and they will take a round or oval shape by themselves. You do not need to trim them up. And I do add the compost also, but do not exceed the fertilization. Just apply only once or twice a month, not more than that. If you apply too much of fertilizer, that also will burn the plant. And make sure that the plants are not starving from water, and if they do, they will not survive long. You can avoid watering during hot weather 1 or 2 days only. If you exceed the days, the plants may not just come back to it or its original state. So if you want to have these type of plant, do start at your home or purchase them from nursery. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you liked the videos. Please like, comment and share.